The student loan debt crisis has reached crazy levels. 43 million Americans carry an estimated 1.5 trillion of federal debt and about 119 billion of private debt. The class of 2018 got their BS with some BS. It was reported that they left with an average of $29,000 in debt. No job, no home, nothing, just their diploma and debt on their backs. Women and minorities hold the L even harder than everyone else. Women, because women have a hard time getting the same pay as men. And I'm not just talking black women, I'm talking white women, Asian women across the board get paid lower than men. And minorities have a harder time getting into corporate America, staying in corporate America, and earning the same as their counterparts. Then we have that rare unicorn, the black woman, who not only gets paid less than their male counterparts, is a minority and has a hard time getting in there also. So they hold the L even more with this student loan debt crisis. The impact is enormous. The ripple effects are more than you can believe. It affects if you want to buy a home, if you want to buy a car. Your interest rates are going to be higher because your debt to income ratio are higher. If you're paying more for your car payment and your student loans and your rent, you have less disposable income. Less disposable income, you live closer to the poverty line. You live closer to the poverty line, it messes with your psyche. And this is a crisis that's going on right now in America. On March 11th, 2021, Biden signed the tax plan, the American Rescue Plan. Inside that plan, you heard a lot about it because you heard about that $1,400 that was falling from the side like chicken noodle soup. But inside that plan, there was a section that talked about forgiving tax on student loan debt. So if you had student loan debt, the tax would be forgiven on your tax return. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, damn, this is going to be great. I was thinking about the class of 2019 from Morehouse. You remember that? When that man said the speech?
Now, I've got the alumni over there, and this is the challenge to you, alumni. This is my class, 2019. And my family is making a grant to eliminate their student loans.
Wait, hold on. Did you see Homeboy's face? You got to rewind that. You see his face? He was like, you are the father. He was going crazy. But these black men, they're so happy because that cancellation of debt that they got, which I thought was in this Biden plan, it's like almost $30,000. You just gave them the bag. You just gave them the bag right there. But unfortunately, this tax plan is not like that. In this video, we'll go through what it really means, how it works, and how this setback may be a setup for a come up. Let's get into it.
Be strong.
As of right now, there are 8 types of student loan debt forgiveness that are 100% tax-free. Number 1 is public loan forgiveness. Number 2 is teacher loan forgiveness. 3 is loan forgiveness programs for nurses, doctors, and veterinarians. 4, loan forgiveness programs for public interest law. And 5, death or disability discharges. 6 is closed school discharges. And false certification discharges or identity theft is number 7. And then you have unpaid refund discharge. Excuse me. There's a lot of discharges. With those being the tax-free ones, what this tax law is talking about is the ones that were not tax-free. There's a top 4 of them. There is the revised pay-as-you-earn, which is 10% of your discretionary income, forgiveness in 20 to 25 years. Pay-as-you-earn, no more than 10% of your discretionary income, for loan forgiveness in 20 years. Income-based repayment, the pure IBR, no more than 15% of your discretionary income, and then the 25 years to qualify for forgiveness. Then the income contingent repayment, the ICR, no more than 20% of your discretionary income and 25 years repayment. This is what the bill is talking about. The bill will make this non-taxable. And the reason this came about is because my boy Senator Menendez, Jersey stand up, did a plan, a tax act, and it's called the Student Loan Forgiveness Tax Act. And when there was a finance hearing where he talked to the IRS commissioner, Senator Menendez asked this simple question.
Let me ask you, I included into law a provision that gives immediate relief to those whose student loans have been forgiven during the pandemic through 2025. Do you think that most borrowers who had their student loans forgiven would be aware that their debt relief would be considered taxable income if it were for the Student Loan Tax Relief Act?
And the IRS commissioner answered honestly, replying by saying this.
Hit and miss, probably. If you're asking me a percentage, maybe 30 or 40%. I know a lot of folks who are on those programs, went to professional schools and whatnot. From my time on the outside, and many people are not aware that debt forgiveness is a taxable item to them. But I would speculate 30 or 40%. I really can't identify it, but certainly many are not aware.
And that's the God honest truth. A lot of Americans that were in these income-based repayment programs that were ready to get forgiveness realized there was a tax hit that was coming to smack their face to the left when they did it. So it's as if you said, okay, we have a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 of student loan debt, we'll forgive, but then you turn around and you owe the IRS. And owing the IRS is like owing the mafia because they charge a 3% VIG every single day. They charge a 5% penalty. They could put a lien on your property. They could go on your credit. They can get really nasty. So this tax law change is saying, one, if you are in that program and you get off and you get the tax forgiveness, you get the loan forgiveness, it would be tax free. Now, in the beginning, I said, hey, this may be a setback for a setup because what people are truly feeling is that, hey, Biden's going to pass either a $10,000 or a $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness. If he does that, we already have this tax law in place. Now, if you look at the tax law that Biden signed on March 11, 2021, Section 9675 had a modification. They changed the IRS Revenue Code Section 105F by striking out paragraph 5. Now, to you, it's like, what the hell does that mean? By striking out paragraph 5, they made a very important change. And I think they're going to always come and change IRS Section 108F because they want to get it down. But right now, what they did is they striked out Section 5, and gross income does not include any amount which would be included in gross income by reason of discharge after December 31st, 2021, and before January 1st, 2026. So this is very important. I believe this is a great setup. This is pure politics. We're talking like Egyptian politics, Kemet. This is pure politics. Give and take. They give a little bit, take a little bit. They got this passed into law, and I am sure that when they do the student loan tax forgiveness for either $10,000 or $50,000 or whatever it would be, we've already got it set up for that. Carlos Fraser from Taxical Tips, and thank you for listening. Taxical Tips coming at you, giving you everything you need to know. I'm not going to put that in the video. That didn't make any sense. Okay, I'm ready to record. Dun, 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 dun. Taxman. Oh my God, I got to do some work.
Be strong.